Hi guys, great win in the end. Didn't think we were going to get there at one point. Judging by the first 20-30 minutes of the first half, thought it was Burnley all over again. But really glad to see Nuno, when we first saw the lineup, playing the youngsters. Really see what Vitania and Fabio and Hoover especially, it was the last time we saw him, see how he got on. And I think he did really well. He still needs to work on his crosses. I think sometimes he really struggles to get his foot under the ball. Same with all our corners actually. But I think if we can work on that in the training ground, we'd be a much better team. And also some of the set pieces, we just can't header away a ball when it comes in. We always seem to let the opponent get the header in. So I think when we do look into the transfer market in the summer, when we are looking at centre-backs, we need to look for someone that's really tall, that can potentially come up, like someone like Dunk at Brighton, that can come up and help with corners and set pieces, and really help us and be someone that can battle in the air. And usually those kind of players are the ones that can score on the opposite side of the pitch and get headers in. As I say, someone like Dunk is a great example. But for me, the whole team worked really well, especially the second half. Nuno obviously gave him a bit of a kick up the backside, and Traore as an impact player was amazing. He always has been amazing as an impact player. Podence again off the mark. To be honest, he's going for a lot from what I've heard personally at home, and obviously coming back from injury. So let's give him pre-season before anyone starts really slagging him off, and let's see how he gets on next season. But I'm really looking forward to building on this squad, seeing some of the youngsters now, seeing who we can sign. For me, Nori, Vitania, definitely. William Jose, I'll just send him back. I think due to his age, he's probably someone that we don't really need to look at signing. Maybe bring Rafa Mir back after his quality 30-yarder. He'd be perfect. But everything looked really good. And I think moving on, we've got enough points now, 3 points behind Villa, to really rest for the next few games. And see how we get on and maybe get a few more points before the end of the season. And Raul, from what I've heard on the 18th, getting a check, so hopefully he gets the all clear. But let's move on to next season. Really happy about today. Great win for the lads. For Morgan Gibbs-White, great shot, kept his calm.
So Wolves beat Brighton. Can't be disappointed with the result. I think they showed great heart to keep in the game. I mean, slightly worrying that we only started to perform when we had 10 men, but I also think that we had a really good chance for the sending off. That I think if Silva's not pulled down there, I think he scores. So it would have been interesting to have seen how the game panned out if we'd have scored and they still had 11 players. I think a lot of the younger, more inexperienced players actually had really good games. Aït-Nouri, Vitinha I thought was fun and joyful as he was last week. Fabio Silva, again, showed what he's about. The Neves Moutinho midfield really didn't show up today, which is worrying. And it's a bit of an old saying, isn't it, that football's won and lost in the midfield, and ours just wasn't at the races for one reason or another today. Traore, when he came on as well, he seemed to have anger. He seemed to have that fire in the belly that when he fancies it, he really does. He took his goal really well, and the nice little interchange as well. Whereas before he might have just tried to shoot first time, but it was good build-up play for both goals. It seemed a lot more well worked, and apart from the first 10 minutes where we looked nice and sharp, for large sort of the next 45 minutes it felt like or so, it seemed to not have many patterns of play. And when Brighton were down to 10 men, we seemed to find those patterns again. And look, we've only got a few games left of the season. We all know this. It was an experimental lineup today, but I think some of the players did step up to it. Gibbs-White, fantastic. He's got first goal in Premier League. He scored the winner. You saw how much it meant to him. But he's playing for his future, and I think it showed today. It's shown the last couple of games as well. And whether he's here or not next season, I think he's kind of shown a lot of character. So fingers crossed he keeps pushing on improving. We've got a win today, so can never be too disappointed with that.
I think before the game, like a lot of Wolves fans, I wrote this one off before the ball was even kicked, before the lineup was even announced, because we just never beat Brighton, do we? But it's just a welcome change to finally get one over them. And, it wasn't without its factors to help us with the red card for Dunk, because we know how good a defender he can be and how many problems he causes us. I mean, of course, he got the goal. We need to work on our set pieces. Not putting equally sized people on people who were over 6 foot who were attacking the ball. I don't know why Neves was marking Dunk. It just seemed completely ridiculous, but something for Nuno and the lads to work on. But onto the positives. Fantastic second half performance. First half was, as we say, typical Wolves. Not putting on enough pressure, and when we do put pressure on, let it get to our heads, and then we concede at the other end. But second half, fantastic. Young lads really made a name for themselves. Hoover was good, really good, got forward a lot. Does need to work on his crossing a bit though, as does Neves actually. Has he scored a free kick this season? He hasn't. He hasn't even troubled a keeper, I don't think, from a free kick. We need that back. We need that Ruben Neves back. Gibbs White, I was cursing his name, called him everything under the sun when he missed that chance. But I was very, very relieved to eat my words and see him score the winner. Fantastic for him, and hope he gains a lot of confidence from it. You can see how much it meant to him. Silva, again, brilliant. It's no question, absolutely no question that he should be starting ahead of Jose from now on. And seems like Nuno has stuck with that decision as well. So brilliant. Who else was up front for us? It was Vitinha, of course. Vitinha was fantastic. He deserved his place in the starting 11 for sure. Not sure why he came off. I thought he was having a good game, but it worked. It didn't matter. It was fine, and we really need to sign him. And we also need to sign Aït-Nouri, because he's really making left back his own. And when Johnny comes back, I think Nuno's going to have a selection headache if Johnny can keep fit, and Marcel as well. Just a very welcome result for the lads, and let's not finish the season, wanting for it, waiting for it to end. Don't get the towels on the beach out just yet. Let's end the season strong and give us something to look forward to for next season. Up the Wolves.
Really good performances from some of the younger lads again. I think today was the time for Morgan Gibbs White to be in the limelight, and when he had his moments of losing the ball and things, he turned up at the end of the day. Missed chance before that, but he got his moment and took it. I think he was really, really promising, where Vitinha didn't really necessarily turn up today. I think Morgan Gibbs White really did the job for us, and Adama Traore coming off the bench really made a big difference as well. So happy with the 3 points, and happy to see that we're able to come from 1-0 down and actually pull a result out the bag, because I don't think we've had the confidence in the squad that they were able to turn.
I think that was a good hard-earned win today. Bit unfortunate to go behind after starting well from first half kickoff, but I think that just showed how weak we've been defensively all season. The set pieces that we struggled to deal with in the first half. The second save from Dunk's header from Patricio was brilliant and massive in terms of how that game ended up. I thought all the young lads really stepped up to the mark today. Gibbs White, thankfully, he's got the winner today, because I think the hatred that he would have got on social media for missing that chance at 1-0 down would have been too much for him to come back from in a Wolves shirt. Vitinha was key again today, pulling strings throughout, getting in between the lines in the final third for us and making things happen. Fabio Silva, again, showing that we've got an absolutely top quality player on our books. Hopefully this summer he goes away, bulks up a bit more, and hopefully with the return of with the return of Raul next season, hopefully we can get them two working together as a pair. Interested to see what sort of formation we go with next season. However, did well again today. I thought his intent going forward was nice to see. They need to work on set pieces defensively and offensively, because some of the quality putting the ball in the box today was, wouldn't even say it was Sunday League level. It was just, it wasn't even hitting hope. I don't even know what it was. It's just they're trying to make something happen. I don't know how easy it works on the training ground against cardboard cutouts, but at Premier League level, absolutely atrocious. But good hard-earned win today. Nice to get one over the Albion. Hopefully the Albion confirm their relegation tonight when they lose away to Arsenal. And yeah, bring on Tottenham up the Wolves. Hope you enjoyed your weekend.
Ha 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 ha!